Ever since I was a child, I have had a bizarre biting fixation. Ross, my childhood best friend, was the only one who knew, and he willingly offered himself up to satisfy my cravings. When we were little, it was his wrists. As we grew older, my teeth migrated to his shoulders and his neck. Don't you think he absolutely detests this? The cold, mechanical voice echoed in my head just as I pulled back from Ross's shoulder. Look at how tightly his brow is furrowed, how fast his breathing is. He looks like he's about to cry. I looked down. Ross's eyelashes were damp. He kept his head lowered, his knuckles white as he gripped the edge of his jeans. He's practically dying of revulsion from your drool, yet he still hasn't pushed you away. The male lead is way too nice. It turned out my childhood best friend was the male lead of some story, and the female lead wasn't me. If you don't kick this biting habit soon, just wait until the fated female lead transfers here, you'll have nothing left. So I resolved to break the habit Ross had enabled for over a decade. But when the craving hit me like a physical waving class, my deskmate Mary kindly offered his forearm. "Don't hold it in," Mary whispered. "Just bite me." I was just about to lean in when I caught sight of Ross standing a few yards away, his face death to pale. On my way home, the system explained my reality type was a minor character in a high school romance novel. My childhood friend R.A. was the male lead. The female lead was a gorgeous transfer student who would arrive next week. The system took immense pleasure in my misery. "Listen to me, NPC. You need to stay away from him. He only told you to bite him because he felt sorry for your condition. He was just being polite, and you actually took him up on it for years. Cure this fixation before the actual female lead shows up. You'll have to buy raw meat from the butcher to satisfy your teeth." My mood had never been worse. Usually satisfying my urge left me in a state of calm. I had suffered from this compulsive biting habit since childhood, and before I could even gather the courage to tell, my parents had caught me. It happened back in preschool. He had grabbed my chubby little wrist, ready to drag me to the teacher. "Kate, which kid bit you? Tell me and I'll go beat them up." I stared at the deep red teeth marks on my arm, trying to hide behind my backpack. I did it myself. I didn't know why, but my gums were always itching. Phantom A that ran straight from my teeth to my heart. Ross stared at my arm for a long, quiet moment, then he held out his own wrist. "You bit yourself until you bled. That hurts." He looked at me with fierce determination. "Next time your teeth itch, just bite me." "Kate, I'm a boy. I'm not afraid of pain." And so he became my toy all the way from preschool to high school. The arrangement worked until one winter when Ross broke his arm playing basketball. His left arm was locked in a thick, hard cast. I tapped the plaster, looking up at him. "Does it hurt?" Instead of answering, Ross reached up and slowly unzipped his high neck pullover, exposing the pale, smooth skin of his neck. By then, he had grown tall, his shoulders broad and his jawline sharpening into something dangerously handsome. His skin was always a beautiful, cool ivory. "Kate, right here today, the high collar will hide it." My eyes widened, looking at his flushed ears. I shook my head, frantically biting your neck. "That makes me look like an actual vampire." "Absolutely not." "What about your other arm?" He cleared his throat, his gaze drifting away. "My right hand is for writing, and exams are next week." That winter, the selfless Ross sacrificed his neck. There was less flesh on his neck than his arm, but it was softer. His forearms were no longer the soft, chubby limbs of our childhood. They were recorded with lean muscle that sometimes made my teeth ache. Besides, Ross had a tiny dark mole right below his ear. Whenever I bit him there, the skin around it would flush. A deep, beautiful pink grew to love it. It was only when his mother questioned why he was wearing turtlenecks in the middle of summer that he negotiated a shift from his neck